I'm saucing on you. I'm swagging, oh. I'm ballin', I have a song on you.
Hey everybody. I know you probably can't hardly see me. I'm laying on my bed. There's Posty. Anyways, I'm laying sideways on my bed. And it's very cold in here. And I am in pain. But listening. I was coming to make this quick little video. I'm gonna upload it, but have it public in the morning, probably like 8 o'clock. It's, let me see what time it is. Hold on, guys. Come on, tell me what time it is. Hold on. Okay, it's 10:50. Sorry, it wasn't telling me what time it was. It's 10:50. Here on what's today's date? 22nd. Sorry. It's 10:50 here on the 22nd. And I was at, I don't know if I told y'all. Well, y'all know that TennCare insurance, Medicare, I guess it's what it might be in other states. Not Medicaid, Medicare. And so, but it's TennCare here because we don't have Medicare here. We have TennCare. Sorry. See, I don't need to be doing that because, of course, my hair's coming out. And so, what was I saying about TennCare? Okay. And TennCare stopped paying for my Ambien. So, I had to go to my primary care doctor. I went Friday. And, she's like, well, you haven't had blood work in a long time from the gastric bypass. Which, if y'all know, or if y'all don't, I had gastric bypass 2010. May the 10th, 2010. And, with that said, I haven't got blood work in, a little over a year and a half. So, she went on and did blood work. So they called Gary. Did they call him today? They might have called him this morning and we missed the call. And anyways, sorry. It was Friday. Went to the primary care doctor. Today's Monday. I was at the sleep study doctor because that's what they were like. Well, you're gonna have to see a sleep study doctor. That's what TennCare said. What they said was I reached my lifetime maximum because I was getting it for 2 years. But they was not paying the whole prescription. They paid for 14 pills. I paid for 16. And even with that, they were still mad. So with that said, they stopped paying for it. And if y'all have followed my journey for the last, I guess 3 months, almost 4 months, y'all would know that I haven't had Ambien. So I did what they asked me. They set up an appointment. My primary care doctor did, which my main doctor, the one that listened to me, he actually quit. and they gave his patients over to this new woman. Well, I don't know the new woman. And so Friday, I finally got an appointment in with her because I didn't know she had my file. I thought the nurse practitioner that was there when he was there, I thought that she automatically got his patients, but she didn't. She's still a nurse practitioner at that Pacific office, and my case got passed over to somebody else. And I finally met the woman, and she seems nice. She really didn't seem like she wanted to listen to me, because she's like, well, you're going to have to exercise to make yourself tired. And it's like, okay, I can see that you're not listening to what I'm saying, but that's all right. I will do what you say. And when I pass out, then you will feel bad. But she ain't gonna feel bad because it's not her. I'm really cold. My thumb, this finger, and this finger. Like from this finger all the way down. Like this. I can't feel these 3 fingers. Which this is my left side. I can barely feel, well, I can feel this one, but I can barely feel my pinky. That's what happens when I get cold, because the numbness goes away once I'm warm, but then when I get really cold, the numbness comes back in my hand. I thought I'd tell y'all. So these 3 fingers, I can't feel. Like, I can move them, but I can't feel them. Like, this one is really, it feels like really tight. Like, I could feel doing like this, and it feels like if y'all's hands are swollen, that's what that feels like. So me doing that. Anyhow, they're numb. I can't really explain what it is. It's a numbing sensation. So I can feel, but I can't feel them. Anyways, these 3 fingers. Because I'm super cold. And this arm is starting to go numb. But that's what happens since my brain surgery. That happens. And maybe it could be because I'm laying a little bit on my right side on the back of my headache. On the back of my head. My eye's not hurting, but I am laying on my right side on the back of my head where the VP shunned is. Maybe that might do it. So let me lean back like this, where my head is not actually touching the pillow. My neck is, but not my head. Anyhow, y'all gotta just look after me. I am, you know how scatterbrained I am. So the primary doctor called me today while I was at the sleep study, which they want me to do a sleep study. And sorry, I keep getting messages come in, because I'm getting Twitter messages anyhow. That's why I keep lightening up. Got one from Bunny, and then the other one was from Shane Dawson. Anyhow, and so what they're doing different is, because I told her, I was like, I have a phobia of somebody watching me. I sleep with an eye mask every night. I sleep with earplugs, and my room has to be completely dark. And that's no lie. That's how I sleep. But I also sleep with 4 comforters. Now, bad thing about it, my new weighted, because Gary got me, when he bought me my weighted blanket, basically he bought me a lap weighted blanket. And he bought me 2 of them. Each one was 15 pounds. And I was like, okay. So I let him sleep with one last night. One of my 15 pounds. And I slept with one 15 pounds. Well, it wasn't comfortable. So I think I might take my 30 pounds. Well, get the 15 pound back and get my 30 pounds back. But my new weighted blanket that I got is 25 pounds. But it's also the size of a queen size bed. So it's the size I should have had in the beginning, but now I got it. So I gotta go and get a sleep study. And what she did was, because I have that phobia, and I told her, I was like, I know why I have it, because I always slept with my door closed. So it's pitch black, it was quiet, it was dark, and then my mama used to come and make sure I was all right. So when she opened up the door, of course, the hall light is on. So when she opened up the door, well, it shined light in my eyes. Naturally, you open your eyes. Well, if you're dead asleep, and then you wake up and somebody is standing at your door looking at you, that does not go away. And, okay, Pinterest. Anyhow, oh, Jared, I thought he was, no, I guess he wasn't dead. I think I'm thinking about Jesse. Think about Jesse Solomon. He's the one that unfortunately passed. A guy I went to school with. I went to school with Jared. Jared Cruz also. Anyhow. So that's what happened. So she wrote me a prescription, because I told her, I was like, usually how it works is the first night I'm there, I don't sleep, because I know that there's somebody watching me and my brain does not cut off. And I said, then let me think. Then I said, so I don't sleep, and then I had to end up coming back the very next day. So what she said was, what we will do is, she wrote me a prescription for 2 Ambien, and to bring them to the sleep study with me. And so and I got them filled. My sleep study won't be until November the 11th, and so then that's why I will have my sleep study. It's November the 11th. She did say I can bring my weighted blanket if I want. I could bring a pillow. I could bring a snack. I can I could bring entertainment. I probably won't bring anything. I'll probably just eat before I go. Bring my phone and my charger. And my 2 pillows and my Indian cover and my weighted blanket. That's what I always take. I always take, even when I spend the night over somebody's house, I take 2 pillows, my Indian cover, and I take it everywhere. But then if I know that the person is very hot-blooded, I take 2 covers. But so I usually take a big old duffel bag, and and it looks like I'm moving in, but it's I just need that for the night. But anyway, so that's what I probably would take. Okay, so I told y'all that to tell you this. We were checking out of the doctor's appointment. At the sleep study, the sleep doctor. And she said that with the CPAP, because it did put air in my stomach, they could try a BiPAP, which Gary says is basically it breathes for you. So that's a little creepy, because I don't want anything to breathe for me, because I don't want to be in respect terms, I don't want to be like Michael Jackson. Because what if the what if the electricity goes off and then my body's not breathing? Like, that's my fear. That's just, like, my real, raw fear. And it could be stupid, but that's just the fear I have right now. So, that's what she said she's going to try. She might try a CPAP with me being 8 years out, but I have no idea. So, okay. So, me leaving the sleep doctor, I got a call from my primary care doctor with my lab results. And she says, the nurse called and said that my blood work from Friday showed that my iron is dangerously low. My B12 is dangerously low. And then there's one thing in my liver that's dangerously high. But she didn't know what that thing was. But she will be sending all that information over to Dr. Hannah, which is my hematologist. Or, Gary says it's not hematologist. But basically, I call him my hematologist because he's the one that diagnosed me. Not diagnosed me. He's the one that verified that I do indeed have sickle cell trait. Because I always grew up knowing, like, my mama has always said, ever since I can remember, ever since the youngest I can remember, she's always said, I have sickle cell trait. Going to school, I have sickle cell trait. And all that. And then I asked when, like, 18, 19, 20, 30, all that. When I became an adult, I always asked the doctor if they can tell me if I have sickle cell trait. And what they told me, and it was multiple doctors, it was different doctors, but I thought I would ask every doctor that I could, every different doctor that I came in contact with, I always asked if they could give me the blood test to see if I do have sickle cell trait. And they always told me they will not test me until I become pregnant. Well, the problem with that is I never been pregnant. So, with that said, I never been tested. So, I was going to the hematologist, or I was going to said doctor. I'm going to call him hematologist. I was going to him because my B12 and my vitamin D was off. Like, dangerously low. My iron was low and all that jazz. And they tested me and they was like, oh yeah, you indeed do have sickle cell trait. Well, that explains why you can't take iron pills. And then it's a double negative because that by itself, sickle cell trait by itself, is it makes your body hard to absorb nutrients out of food and medicine. It makes it hard to absorb things, basically. And then on top of that, with me having gastric bypass, which I knew going into it that I was going to be on a multivitamin for the rest of my life. I knew that going into it because of how they cut your stomach and how they have to rearrange the small intestines. Basically, the way that they rearrange everything, your body is going to digest food faster than it can take the nutrients out. You will still get some, but because your digestive system digests food faster than normal, that's why you're supposed to take a multivitamin, multivitamin and calcium supplement. just to make up for that. And, drink, and have calcium-enriched foods. And, basically healthy mineral and vitamin-enriched foods. I think Gary is back. So, with that said, the bad thing about it was, as soon as I had gastric bypass, I became lactose intolerant. So I couldn't drink milk. And then, I was having problems. Wasn't absorbing any vitamins, wasn't absorbing any nutrients. Or I was maybe absorbing a little bit of nutrients, a little bit of vitamins. But then they found out that, the multivitamin is not working. The iron supplement is not working. Take this calcium pill. All it did was sit on my stomach and made my stomach hurt. So then they realized that I wasn't absorbing any. And then it made sense because my body didn't absorb the calcium. Not calcium, but the iron pills. And so, that was verified that, and because like I was telling them, I was like, it tastes like I'm burping up, like the smell of bacon. Not the taste of bacon. It was like the smell of bacon. Like what bacon smells like, that's what I was burping up. And I know you're probably thinking, like if you like the smell of bacon. And it's like, it's all well and good, but it was like a synthetic bacon taste. What? I'm making a...
Before you get that, with a jacket.
Gary, just give it up. Okay. I keep telling you. It ain't gonna matter because she ain't gonna be able to wear it. 1, and then 2, she might not even feel up to it.
That's fair.
Okay, so that, with all that said, yes, I see it, Gary. I don't care about it. I told you, I'm not worried about it. They can get what I get them. He came in messing up my video, y'all. So I got the iron infusions, and I got 2 of them. Like one day, went back the next day, and they had to do it rush order because when I got it, I got it like on a Wednesday, and I got it on a Thursday. And the only reason I remember that because that Monday is when I was scheduled to have my brain surgery. Had one 8 o'clock at morning on July the 1st. Had the second one 8 o'clock at night, July the 1st. So I had the double brain surgery. So it was a good thing I did have the iron infusions a couple days, like that Wednesday and that Thursday before the brain surgery. So that's how I know when it was. Like, of course I know when the surgery was, but I remember the very first time I had the iron infusions. So I'm gonna have to get iron infusions again, which is okay because like I said, and how the iron infusions work is 1 infusion is 2. And let me explain that so that you're not confused. Okay, 1 infusion, like what they consider 1 round of infusion is you get 1 IV bag of vitamin, of iron. And then you either come back the next day or like 2 days. Like within like 2 days. So it's like either it's like the next day or the day after that. You will come back for your second bag. It always come in 2s. So when they say, so when I say I got an iron infusion, that means I had 2 bags of IVs on 2 different days. And like I said, the first time, it was a rush order. So that's why I came one day and then came back the next day. Then my second time of having an iron infusion. My second iron infusion was, I came one day, and then I think I came, not the next day, but the day after that, for the second part of it. And so I did that. And then, now that my iron is low, I'll be doing another round, which is 2 IVs. But I'll have one day, and then the second one either the next day or the day after that. So, and I feel so bad when getting them iron infusions, because where I have them is in the cancer part, and like I'm sitting there getting an iron infusion, and it's like people sitting there getting chemotherapy. And what the nurse told me is an iron infusion is sort of like chemo without the radiation or without the poisons or something like that. I forgot how she said it. And I was just like, well, I don't consider that chemo because my stupid body can't survive by itself. But that's how I view it. But I feel so bad when I go there because, you know, I go there to get my B12 shots. And then I'm going there just to get a shot in the arm because my stupid body can't hold on to B12. And then there's people there to get chemo. Like people that are just like really serious, getting serious treatment. And so I feel guilty. I really do when I go there just getting a stupid iron infusion or getting a stupid B12 shot. It's like, you know, I get mad at Roxanne. I really do. I get mad at Roxanne. I get mad at Hitler because, you know, Hitler ain't totally innocent in this scenario. So I get mad at Hitler and I get mad at Roxanne because I'm just like, come on, guys. Like, people, there's sick people out there. And y'all are taken away from these other people. Yes, I talk to my body like that. No, I'm not crazy. Yes, I'm sane. But if you can't cuss your own self out, who can you cuss out? So, that's how I feel. I complain, I cuss out my body because it's like, come on now. If you just take the nutrients out of the food that I give you, then you would not be in the situation. Like Roxanne, she wants to eat on the muscles. It's like if you let me eat meat, then you can have the meat. You don't have to eat the muscles. Long story. If y'all don't know about it, look it up. So yeah, I yell at Roxanne, and I told Hitler, I was like, Hitler, you need to send a sentinel to Roxanne because eventually she's gonna start eating on you because you're protein, sir. You're protein. Hitler is my brain. I do not mean no offense when I say Hitler. I call my brain Hitler because my brain is evil. I'm not evil. My brain is evil because it's fighting something that's not there. So my brain is bipolar. I'm not bipolar. The brain is bipolar. But anyhow, I'm going to let y'all go because my voice is starting to crack. And I've been talking for almost 30 minutes. So hopefully y'all made it this far. If not, okay. It was good to get it off my chest. But if you did, thank you for looking at the whole thing. Y'all know I'm long-winded. And I was really trying to shorten it. But have a blessed night.